Sony has finally revealed the new changes for the PlayStation Plus subscription service, and with that, a lot of questions have been raised. What things are included in these so-called tiers? Why do they even bother to make so many tiers? What specific games are included? Is this an actual competition to other services like Nintendo Switch Online or Xbox Game Pass? I'm Leo S. Luna, former editor and video game reviewer, and I'm here to figure this out together and give my honest opinion as well. So, in a way, Sony is merging its two services into one and adding extra benefits in between. First, we have PlayStation Plus, giving us access to only play, club save 7 at least 2 games per month for free, as long as you have the PS Plus available. A PlayStation 4 collection catalog for PS5 users and special discounts. Currently, there are more than 48 million subscribers across different Sony platforms. On the other hand, we have PlayStation Now, a streaming service similar to Xbox Game Pass with up to 800 video games that include a vast catalog from PS1 up to PS4 titles. The only caveat is that mostly a half of those can only be played via streaming cloud service, which means you will require a solid internet connection to enjoy most of the titles. The good thing is A, you can enjoy this on the PS4, PS5 and PC, and B, Sony has been slowly adding downloadable games for PS4 and PS5 owners. Gamers like Shadow Warrior 3, MK11, Detroit Become Human, and many more can be downloaded and played without the hurdles of latency or lag that streaming cloud users might have. And yes, this could be the biggest gaming catalog for any subscription service. The only problem for Sony, it only has about 4 million subscribers since 2014, comparing it to the Xbox Game Pass's 25 million subscribers since its release June 2017. Yes, I know comparisons are obnoxious, but I'll explain why this is so important to point out later on. Starting June 2022, Sony will divide PlayStation Plus in 3 main tiers: Essential, Extra, and Premium. Essential will offer the exact same benefits you currently have at the same cost. Users who currently have PlayStation Plus will be shifted to the Essential tier. Extra will include the essential benefits plus a 400 and downloadable gaming catalog of PS4 and PS5 games. The official article doesn't specify the complete list, and it states that the catalog may vary depending on the region. Although it did mention that it will include Death Stranding, God of War, Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, Mortal Kombat 11 again, and Returnal on day one. Keep in mind that we don't know for how long these games will be available to download for free. Finally, we have Premium, the tier where PlayStation Now fits. It includes everything from the already mentioned tiers plus 340 games, where the PS3 games will be cloud-based only and the rest of PS1, PS2 and PSP titles will be downloadable. Yep, there's no love for the PS Vita. Sorry guys. Also, you can get the streaming service functionality for PS4, PS5 and PC for all the games I've mentioned here. Aside from that, premium players will have exclusive game trials from upcoming games, so they can try them out before purchasing. Oh yeah, there's also an alternate tier for selected regions that might have some issues with connectivity while playing PS3 cloud-based games. It's called PlayStation Plus Deluxe, and for a lower price, it will include only PS1, PS2 and PSP downloadable titles and discard the PS3 games in favor of your wallet, I guess? Anyways, now that you know about the upcoming tiers, let's tackle all remaining questions. What happens if you still own PlayStation Plus by June 2022? You will keep the same benefits at the same price and your membership will be assigned to the Essential tier. What if you own PlayStation Now by that time? You will be assigned to the Premium tier, the highest one from the 3. Currently, PlayStation Now costs $60 a year, so theoretically, if you purchase PS Now, let's say on May 30th, you will be charged the Premium tier for $60 instead of the $120 price cap on Premium. It doesn't hurt to try it out, just let me know later on if it worked for you. Now, I was thinking of those 4 million subscribers that were paying much less for PS Now are now going to pay $120. Whether this will turn into losing or winning those players on PS Plus services, it's a risk that Sony is willing to take. What's the best value if you don't have good connectivity for streaming and want a good gaming amount of downloadable games? then I'll suggest getting the PS Plus Extra tier or check availability for Deluxe tier on your PSN region. What if you have a solid connection but your country does not support a PlayStation streaming service? Well, apparently Sony will slowly update more countries to have that functionality. For instance, Japan doesn't have streaming capability on PC, so I guess it all comes as a waiting game for those interested. Which games are specifically included? Once again, it appears that the PS Now catalog will be the one to go, but it's not 100% sure. Sony already mentioned new games such as Returnal and Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. In any case, I'm leaving you the PS Now full list and official list at the description if you're curious. Now let's jump on other questions where the answers are more an opinion of my own. Why do they even bother to make so many tiers? So I guess part of the reason is because they don't want to shut down PlayStation Now at all with their 4 million users. And considering PS Plus has more than 48 million subscribers, then it makes total sense to direct them all in one place and attract newcomers to the PS Now benefit. Now, business-wise, I don't think canceling on recurring streaming services is actually a good idea either. And this is where gamers like us in some way tend to disagree. You see, nowadays, investors are focusing on streaming platforms where people are less likely to unsubscribe for different reasons, therefore producing much more income. So in a way, they're in a fiduciary duty to keep the service and have a better offer for investors. And then comes the other controversial question. Is this an actual competition for Xbox Game Pass or Nintendo Switch Online? Well, in my opinion, it kinda is in a general sense. Yes, each of these subscription services offer vastly different benefits, making them much more difficult to compare to. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to how many subscription services can you get. The best example I can think of is when you or the adults who take care of you go to buy groceries. There's always the unskippable list of products like meat, eggs, grains, cleaning products, and there are the optional ones like cookies, ice cream, and so on that are constantly competing to get on your basket for many different reasons. Sometimes you have the money to have them all, other times you just have to decide which you're buying. And there's this kind of dessert that will make you think they have to be on the monthly grocery list, but they're actually not necessary. I guess you get my point, right? Regardless how different the benefits of these subscription services are, they're all competing to stick with you by the end of time. And what do I think of this decision? Well, I guess it's a right call to save PlayStation Now and to expand it for a broader audience. We all may not have the proper conditions to run cloud streaming service, but I can picture a near future where we all have a more stable connection for that. A future where, of course, every company will want to be involved. Although, don't you think it's very odd to see most PS3 games running on cloud service only? It's no secret that PlayStation 3 was a difficult console to develop for. Some people might argue that it costs a lot of money to invest in a developer team that will take care of older games when there's much more profit on new titles. Then you will counter-argue that Microsoft developed a team to work on backwards compatible titles for the Xbox One and Series consoles. The same team who worked on Series X and S, by the way, but I believe that idea came from a necessity to bring back gamers and actually purchasing Xbox content. Heck, even Xbox Game Pass was a turning point for them back in 2017. That said, I don't think Sony is eager to invest in all video games anytime soon, so I don't blame you if you want to get an actual PS3 to play their immense gaming catalog, which is still available physically or digitally. Not sure for how long that lasts though, but comparing it to what the new tiers will offer is not even close. I think the new PS Plus will offer only a third of the current PS3 gaming catalog. There's also this discourse of Sony not including their exclusive video games at release date, but to be honest, they don't have to. They already have a look good all exclusive titles that you can't see on other platforms. Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO Jim Ryan said it was not a right call for studios to launch their games on a PlayStation Plus tier at release date. And yeah, I agree with him. Not every company has the power to sustain what Microsoft is doing with Xbox Game Pass, where you can pretty much play their exclusive for only $14.99 a month. I'll probably stick with the Essential tier unless I try Premium for coverage purposes. But what do you guys think of this new PlayStation Plus tiers? Which one you're getting? Do you agree with Sony's choices? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to get the more content like this. And it actually is the first time I caught on huge news like this, so let me know if you like this style of format. I'm Leo S. Luna, and I'll see you the next time with at least one video every week. Take care.